Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel. I am excited for today's video. We are going to be doing a try on of my Lisa Eldridge order. Yes, you know I had to hop in when she was releasing some new shades and bringing back one of the formulas that I have yet to try. So we're gonna go through that today. I am going to do lip swatches of the shades. I have comparison swatches of other Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. I'm also showing you my entire Lisa Eldridge lipstick collection, so we've got a lot to get into. But if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and here on my channel I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. But we are gonna dive right into the meat of this video. I will be honest, I already thought I filmed this. I thought I filmed 2/3 of it, and for some reason the camera wasn't on anymore, so I missed a lot of footage. So you'll see that I am already wearing one of the shades, but we're gonna redo all of the rest as we get into this. But I just wanted to kind of go into my history with Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. I tried the brand for the first time this last year, and let me tell you, I was wowed by the True Velvet formula. I very quickly fell in love. I think my first order was a couple True Velvets and a couple of the Luxuriously Lucent. And of course now Lisa has brought back her insanely saturated lip colors. So there are quite a few new shades in the Luxuriously Lucent. I personally did not order any of those this time. It's not that I have had a bad experience with mine. It's just that it's a formula that I feel like the formula itself is beautiful, but not necessarily unique. The thing that I think that makes these lipsticks unique is Lisa's eye for beautiful colors that will really work on anyone. And so, you know, I definitely would say if you want to snag some of those, you have my like full, you know, approval. If it's within a budget that, you know, you feel comfortable purchasing within, I just was like, you know what? None of these are like special enough for me to need to add to my collection. But the Insanely Saturated lip color is what I really wanted to dive into, because Lisa made it sound like it was a slightly creamier, more demi-matte, as opposed to the True Velvets, which are a matte. And the True Velvets were like the first matte formula I've ever tried that didn't make me feel miserable and make me feel like my lips look 10 years older. So I was really excited to dive into these. So we're gonna get into my order. I did order one more True Velvet lipstick that I've had on my wish list. I figured I'm already on the site, I might as well do it now. So we're gonna dive into that. Like I said, I'm also doing swatches of comparing a few of the shades and showing you my entire collection. So let's get into it. Hi. I figured I'd get you right in close so you could really see this. So let's talk about the shade that I already have on. This is the one that I actually put on last when I was filming, because it's the one that I was like most excited for, and I was, you know, kind of like saving it for the end. But this is Strawberry Shock. So this shade right here is this beautiful, like, it's just this like tomato red meets a hot pink, like a neon pink, like a neon red pink tomato shade. Wow, am I making any sense? Anyway, that's what I think it is. What does Lisa describe it as? She probably describes it more eloquently. So she says that it is a sun-filtered red that hides a dash of shocking punk pink extremity at its heart. So it definitely is that like red that has like just that bit of like electric pink hue to it. It is so beautiful. And these are $36 along with all of Lisa's lipstick formulas. So whether you're getting the Luxuriously Lucent, the Insanely Saturated, or the True Velvet, they will all be $36. Ugh, I did also want to show you the lipstick tube. I did take a picture of this before I got my lips all over it, but that's not in the footage. But anyway, so I did nick this one with the cap. It's so sad, but you can see here, hopefully you'll be able to see here in just a second, that this has the Lisa Eldridge little emblem in it. And then as opposed to the sort of like velvet look that's on the tube on the True Velvet, this almost has like a flocking to it. So it's not a completely smooth tube. It has a little bit of texture to it. So they are very, very beautiful. I really love this shade. I think that this is going to be, like I said, just that quick, easy, like when you want a put together look, you could very easily just do some mascara, a little bronzer, pop this on. Speaking of cheeks, I did actually throw this on my cheeks as well. So that is what you're seeing here in these like brighter spots. Sorry you don't get to see the footage of that. but that is what I popped on. So like, and I'm talking like just the most minimal amount of this is what gave me that beautiful like rosy flush. So I really enjoy that. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this one off now, which makes me really sad, and we'll do the other two that I got, and I'll share with you the one that I got of the True Velvet formula as well. All right, let's go to the other side of the spectrum. Let's go to a very cool shade. This is New Wave, and this is, you know, Lisa described it as like a magenta shade, but to me, this is more violety than magenta. It's sort of like magenta and like purple if they had a baby together. So I'm gonna throw this one on for you. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we have New Wave. So I will say I was a little bit hesitant to get this one because I was worried that it was going to make my teeth look really yellow, but I don't think it actually does. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's like the most flattering shade for your teeth. It's actually not too bad. I don't know, like sometimes these more purpley shades can just, I think, make teeth look really yellow, but I think this actually does a good job. It's probably because it has that like more pinky tone to it that keeps it from getting like too much like that. But I will say that I would probably wear a lip liner with this one if I wanted like a full-on saturated tone of this, because I do want to have it like exact at the lip line. I'm hoping that the Enhance and Define lip pencil that I picked up will work with this. We'll see when I do the swatches. I think that these will work together, but today I just threw it right on out of the tube. I think you could also, I mean, this is fairly built up, but you could also wear this a little bit more sheer. I'm just trying to like wipe a little bit of this off. You could wear this a little bit more sheer and just have like your own natural lip color kind of peek through a little bit, and that would be pretty as well. But this is one that I was kind of like on the fence for, but it was just such a bold shade that I thought, ooh yeah, with like a little black liner, of course some mascara, it's gonna look great. Okay, so my third insanely saturated color is this one, and I think that this one is just gorgeous. This is Skyscraper Rose. This is a beautiful, like, it's a pink with enough red to it that even though it's really bold, it's not like, it's not too, it's just more modern. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, I will say that this isn't the best lipstick application because this is essentially the 6th time I've had to change my lipstick, but I love this shade. This to me is like, okay, this is exactly what I was wanting from that shade that I picked up from the House Labs rebrand. I was saying that I wanted like this like pinky red, and I thought that's what it was gonna be, and it ended up being just like crazy hot pink. Also beautiful, just not quite what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. I knew the minute I saw the shade, I was like, yep, that is one of the colors that I know just really works for me. I think it goes really well with my eye color. You can actually pair it with quite a few different like eye looks. I just love this shade. I do think that I will pair this with a lip liner like 90% of the time. This to me just isn't a like swipe and go shade. It's a, you know, more like delicate lip look. And once you have that liner on, I feel like you can just touch up with the bullet, but I did just use a lip brush. And even then I still colored outside the lines a little bit, but this, I do also think you could just like put a little on your finger, dab it on for like that kind of like popsicle lip, like blurred lip look. And this would also be very, very pretty because you could like sheer this out quite a bit. I doubt it's gonna work now, but you know, you could just take a little bit of that and tap it on and it would be very pretty. I love this one as well. You guys will have to let me know. Do you have a favorite on me? I honestly like them all. Like I said, I think that one of the things about Lisa is that she just really picks beautifully flattering lip colors. She's just great at it, and I haven't had one yet that I've been really disappointed in. So I really like this one as well. So now I want to show you the velvet lipstick that I decided to add to my collection. Here is Velvet Carnival. So I was kind of curious as to how this would match up next to New Wave. I'll be showing you the swatches with the pencil and all of the lipsticks that I picked up in this order. So now I can't decide if I'm going to keep this one on or put back on Strawberry Shock. I'm probably just gonna keep this one on. My lips have like, they've been through a lot. So I'm gonna show you those swatches. I'll show you my whole collection. And then I definitely have some thoughts, so I will be back with those at the end. All right, so here we have a few swatches of these. So here you can see that we have the Carnival Enhance and Define pencil, and then we have Velvet Carnival. This is New Wave, and this is Skyscraper Rose. So these are the two new insanely saturated lip colors. So I definitely feel like they are different enough, but if you like to have a small lipstick collection, maybe you only need like one of these or two out of the three. I feel like Velvet Carnival is a pinkier version, whereas New Wave is, you know, a little bit more of that violet. And then Skyscraper Rose, like, it's a more like pinky red with just like that slight bit of purpliness. To me, this is more like fuchsia, magenta kind of vibe. And I can definitely tell, like, from looking here on my hand, the camera might not pick it up, but the Insanely Saturated, they do have just a bit more skin finish to them, you know, like they are almost like the same texture and sheen as like healthy skin, whereas like the matte is definitely like more matte than your skin, probably, unless you're really dry. So I definitely like that feel. So I just wanted to like kind of point that out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the rest of my Lisa Eldridge collection, and I'll swatch those next to these. Okay, here we have my collection minus Dance Card, because I think she's at the salon, but Dance Card would be right here. But you can see here the sheen of these. So this is, of course, a Luxuriously Lucent. This is Rose Official. And then through here, we have the velvet, the True Velvet ones that I have. And you can see that those are definitely a matte, whereas the Insanely Saturated have that like demi-matte. Like I said, like it looks like it's the same sheen as my skin, just that like nice soft texture to it. So here is Velvet Cinnabar, we have Velvet Petal, Velvet Blush Lightly, Velvet Beauty, and then again, this is my newest baby, Velvet Carnival, and then New Wave. This one is Skyscraper Rose. We might as well add the Strawberry Shock shade. Hold on just a sec. Okay, there we go. So I've added Strawberry Shock to the mix. So it is really a good variety. I'm very happy with what I have. Obviously, if I had like unlimited budget, I probably would have snagged all of them, like truly. I mean, I definitely can't complain about any of the lipsticks that I've gotten from Lisa Eldridge. So okay, lovelies. So I did decide to just go ahead and keep Skyscraper Rose on. So that's what I have on for this portion of the video. First of all, I'm sorry if this was like all over the place a little bit, camera woes, but hopefully it was helpful to see my lip swatches. And if there's anything that you wanted to compare to that I happen to have in my collection, I have to say I'm happy with what I got. Like I said, if I had an unlimited budget, I honestly would probably have bought them all, and I probably would have bought a couple of the Luxuriously Lucent formula. I just know that I already have a good amount of swipe and go shades, which I think is what the Luxuriously Lucent are beautiful for, because that, you know, that sheer creamy feel, it's going to wear off. You're going to want to like reapply it more, but it's easy for like a quick wash of color. So I just think between like my Merit lipsticks and my BK Beauty lipsticks, some of the ones that I know that I can just like whisk on and not worry about, I had enough of the like everyday shades that I would want in that type of a formula. Like for me, the Luxuriously Lucent isn't a formula that I'm going to pick up a color like this in, because I know, like, I think she did a beautiful like kind of like cherry red that is super tempting to get, but I just feel like it's going to slide a little bit more if you have like lines and you haven't penciled your lip. I think that that's the type of formula that bleeds out a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that they do, because I haven't tried a bolder shade in that formula, but I'm just saying it's not where I would go. So for me, I want bold colors like this and something that's going to stick for a while. And I will say, I think that this formula, the Insanely Saturated, will probably wear off a little bit quicker than the True Velvet, just because it is a little bit more creamy. That's just kind of what happens. But I don't see this being a slip slidey formula at all. I mean, honestly, I was wowed. Y'all, I have taken this off, like I said, 5 or 6 times now, and I feel like it isn't like, I don't feel like I'm looking like the Joker, you know? So that right there just shows that it's, you know, it's a formula that's going to stay when you need it to stay. So I'm very excited to have these. You'll have to let me know what you picked up from this collection. Now, I will say, if I were to have picked up any of the Luxuriously Lucent, I probably would have gotten Wonder Wheel. That's the one that was like, it was on my list and I took it off kind of like last minute. And I'm not too sad about it, because I actually think that if I take Strawberry Shock and add a bit of like a slightly like peachy pink lip gloss to it, I'm gonna get pretty close to what Wonder Wheel was. I also think that Je ne sais quoi looks very beautiful, but again, it's that like everyday lip shade that I probably have something very, very close to. So I'm glad with what I stuck with. Did I throw Velvet Carnival in as a last minute decision? Yes, but it's been on my wish list and I just figured, well, I'm doing it now. I'll save on the shipping, and that is that. So I'm happy with my purchase. I cannot wait to wear these a little bit more. You will have to let me know if you picked anything up. You'll have to let me know what your favorite was on me as well. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you did enjoy this lip swatch vid, don't forget to give it a like on your way out. I'm sure you'll be seeing these on my Facce more in the future. And that is all for today, lovelies. I'll see you really soon.